It's 6 p.m. on Tuesday, March the 2nd, 2021. I hereby call this meeting of the City Council to order. Could you please bow your heads for invocation by Councilman Finley?
Your Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to all come together this evening. And it's such a blessing to live in a country where it's available for us to do so. Please let our decision-making be based on things that will be best for the community, and let us all remember we do this in service of you. Amen.
Amen. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
City Clerk, Ms. Jeannie Klein.
I'm going to hand that over.
Oh, Ms. Simone.
Mayor
Assistant
DePrio.
City Clerk, Ms. Simone.
Mayor DePrio.
Here.
Councilman Finley.
Here.
Councilman Orion.
Here.
Councilman Morgan.
Present.
Councilmember Clark.
Here.
Councilmember LaCure.
Here.
Thank you. Before we move to confirm or adjust the agenda, I wanted to make an announcement. Today we did some painting. Public Works painted the hallway out going to the activities room, so those restrooms are off limits tonight. We do have, through these two doors, multiple restrooms you can use if you need to go to the restroom. Use these doors. Thank you. Moving on to confirm or adjust the agenda, I move to adjust the agenda to table under consent agenda item number 11, item 2021-052, motion to authorize advertisement for bids for City Hall parking lot improvements. That will be tabled. I move to add resolution 6A 2021-068, a motion to adopt resolution 2021-011, thereby authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks for the Dog Park and Trail Project in order to receive grants from MDWFP in the amount not to exceed $120,000, to commit matching funds in the amount of $32,289 for such related purposes. Can I get a motion to move as amended?
I so move.
Could I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next regularly scheduled meeting of the City Council will be held on March 16th, 2021 at 6 p.m. in council chambers at City Hall located at 5000 Diamondhead Circle. City Manager's Report, Mr. Michael Russo.
Yes, ma'am. Update on the CASA Red Beans and Rice Cook-Off. Obviously, the city is a sponsor for the upcoming CASA Red Beans and Rice Cook-Off. It'll be Saturday, May 8th. It'll be held here at City Hall outside on the green. The Dave Mantley Band will be entertaining the crowd. Teams are welcome to sign up to kind of compete for the best red beans and rice. And then tickets will be available for $10 for a tasting to support a worthy organization. They're probably also looking for sponsors and things like that. They will be serving to-go plates to be COVID-friendly as well. The March of the Mayors is a food drive, and that will continue until March 12th. The residents are asked to donate cans of soup. That is the item that's been designated for the city of Diamondhead. Drop-off locations are City Hall, Rouse's, the Country Club, and Family Dollar. And we are getting a lot of cans, which is great. The item added to the agenda was the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, Parks grant application. I'm asking for council authorization to submit a new grant for $120,000 for the construction of trails, parking area, and sidewalks. That is part of the proposed dog park project. We will continue seeking funds from other sources over time. Thank you. The waterways and canals on the south side. Purcell Company has agreed to transfer ownership of Paradise Bayou and the canals to the city. The city will begin working to get these waterways dredged. We are submitting a project worksheet to FEMA as part of our efforts from following Hurricane Zeta. I will tell you that's probably a long shot, but we're trying. We are also looking for other grant opportunities and partnerships that can help us with this dredging project. We all know how much it is needed on the south side. Also, I'm asking to hire environmental management services to perform a hydrographic survey of the waterways. This is needed to provide evidence to FEMA on the project worksheet, and it also will be needed for the engineer to prepare the documents to bid this project. I'm asking council authorization to hire Eli Guild Harding Architects to redesign the old chapel area of City Hall so we can use this as a future building department, public works department. It would provide a one-stop shop for residents with a counter space so that we can be more efficient in providing services to residents. The Hilo Street Drainage Project, Pickering did the initial assessment with recommendations to the council. These are failed culverts that are running between two houses. I think it's a 36-inch pipe, if I remember right, and then under the road as well. It is in very bad condition. This work assignment will be the design phase and then take it through construction. Our FEMA reimbursements with Zeta, Hurricane Zeta, we are meeting weekly now, Friday at 9 o'clock with representatives from FEMA and MEMA to discuss our project worksheets, to hopefully get reimbursed for some of our expenses incurred. Obviously, our largest expense is over $2 million for debris removal. There's an SMPDD agreement on the agenda. I'm asking council authorization to sign that agreement to survey the condition of our certain streets, not all of the streets, in the city post-hurricane. This will be used to determine if roads were negatively impacted by the hurricane and the cleanup process. We have created a project worksheet with FEMA to try to get funding to repair these roads if we can prove damage to them. The Gateway Project, I'm asking council authorization to hire Orion Planning to approve project number 1, Part A, for design of the gateway. This includes landscaping, lighting, monuments, etc., to improve the look of our entrance into the city at exit 16. This will give us the design and cost estimates so we can include the project in future grant applications and to show developers our plans to improve the look of this area. This was obviously a major takeaway from the community input sessions as part of our comprehensive planning process. Also, next January 2022, the city will be celebrating a 10-year anniversary. I'll be working with the city council over the next months to determine what is an appropriate way to celebrate this milestone. I will be asking the council to recess the meeting until Thursday at 4 o'clock to deal with a couple other issues and items that we have. And then finally, I was going to ask Jeannie to make some comments on the election systems and software.
Item number 12 on the agenda, the backup was inadvertently left out of your packet. I handed that out just before the meeting. That charge for $6,297 includes 4 days of election support, election ballot. They create the ballot, code them, and support for that. And we are going to be using electronic poll books, so all that has to be set up. And that includes, of course, the travel back and forth and the technician to be on hand the night of the election.
Thank you for that clarification. Is there any questions for the city manager or city clerk to my left? Any questions to my right? No? Okay, thank you. Is there any public comments on an agenda item?
Y'all have a wonderful opportunity tonight to make a decision, a positive decision for the entire community for a long time. This problem has been here for at least the last 20 years that I've lived in Diamondhead, and actually I wasn't sure it was going to ever get solved. Okay, so you can solve it tonight with a positive vote. Since the Purcell Corporation owns all the canal bottoms on the south side, and neither the POA nor the city should be making improvements on private property, you have the opportunity now, if this is transferred to y'all, to do some really tremendous things. The Orion Group, who y'all have been working with, plus the Focus Group, who the POA has been working with, both have said if we can maintain those canals and improve them somewhat, it'll be a tremendous positive difference for the whole community. I know the city manager, the mayor, I, and some other POA board members attended a number of workshop sessions concerning this topic, and I can guarantee you that I and others started out extremely skeptical that this would ever happen. So I think there is a special thanks that should go to one resident. His name is Ben Iglesias, if you happen to know him, for starting with a vision of this might be able to work. And then Mike and others took it from there. And I think it'd be really good. The key to everything is to get started by having Purcell deed them to the city. Everything moves forward from there. I do think that this is just for residents who might be seeing this. Everybody who thinks everything's going to happen in the next 30 days, it's not going to happen quite that fast, okay? Possibly the deeds could be done or something in the next 30, 60 days or so. It'll take significantly longer to do the implementation of this, but it can be done, and that's the key to the whole thing. And the whole key is vote for the transfer tonight, and let's get the entire process started. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments on an agenda item?
That would be non-agenda. We have
One non-agenda. Okay. Moving on to the minutes. Could I get a motion to approve the February 17th, 2021 special meeting minutes?
I so move.
We have a move.
Second.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
A motion to approve the February 17th, 2020 regular meeting minutes. Could I get a motion?
I'll move.
Could I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 2021-059, a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-007, thereby acquiring by donation certain real property located within the city from Purcell Corporation, Inc., and Diamondhead Property, Inc., more specifically certain waterways and canals together with perpetual, non-exclusive easements for ingress and egress and drainage maintenance. Could I get a motion?
I'll move.
Could I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion to my left? Any discussion to my right? I'm going to add a few things about this. This consists of 20 canals on the south side and Paradise Bayou, and I know we know where all those are. It is very important and vital to the city, to the residents of Diamondhead, to get this restored back to its original condition. On the agenda tonight, we do have a motion to approve a hydrographic survey, which doesn't come at it comes with a price. So the city is already investing with the hydrographic survey. That will be the first part to determine where we are and where we need to be. We are looking at the core permit that was already in place and looking at extending that. That core permit started in 2013. It had 5 years to get the work done. It was renewed for 19, it was renewed for 20, and we're looking at getting it renewed again. So the city is going to accept this donation and work hard to do what should have been done that needed to be done for the residents collectively. So with that, Assistant City Clerk Simone.
Okay, we're going to do a roll call on Resolution 2021-059. We have a motion and a second. Councilmember Finley,
Yes.
Councilmember Moran,
Yes.
Councilmember Morgan,
Yes.
Councilmember Clark,
Yes.
Councilmember Leclerc,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
On Resolution
2021-062, a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-008, thereby appointing Heather Flowers, Ward 2, to serve on the Planning Commission for a 3-year term beginning immediately and expiring March of 2024. Can I get a motion?
Move.
Could I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion to my left? Any discussion to my right? Assistant City Clerk?
roll call, Ward 1,
Yes.
Ward 2,
Yes.
Ward 3,
Yes.
Ward 4,
Yes.
Councilmember at Large,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Resolution 2021-063, a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-009, thereby authorizing signatures for depository within the first ANBA for other related matters. Could I get a motion?
I so move.
Could I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion to my left? Any discussion to my right? And we had 2 on those that we accepted, and you all feel that this is, okay. Assistant City Clerk?
Roll call, Ward 1,
Yes.
Ward 2,
Yes.
Ward 3,
Yes.
Ward 4,
Yes.
at large,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Resolution 2021-064, motion to adopt Resolution 2021-010, thereby appointing Linda Brow, Ward 4, to serve on the Planning Commission for a 3-year term beginning immediately and expiring 2024. Could I get a motion?
Move.
Could I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion to my left?
I would like to thank Grant Bauer for past 6 years plus. He's done a great job for us here. And, just looking forward to working with Lynn next 3 to 6 years. Thank you, sir, for taking that.
Any discussion to my right? No? And we have Lynn out in the audience. Welcome, Lynn, and thank you for volunteering your service and time to the residents of Diamondhead. Assistant City Clerk?
Ward 1,
Yes.
Ward 2,
Yes.
Ward 3,
Yes.
Ward 4,
Yes.
at large,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Resolution 2021-068, a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-011, thereby authorizing the city manager to enter into a grant agreement with the Mississippi Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, MDWPF, for the Dog Park and Trail Project in order to receive grants from MDWPF in the amount not to exceed $120,000, to commit matching funds in the amount of $32,289, and for other related purposes. Could I get a motion?
I'll move.
Could I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion to my left? Any discussion to my right? I'll add that we do have a steering committee that meets right here in this room every Thursday night at 6 o'clock. They are working hard on donations, sponsorships, and also fundraising. So the goal is to raise enough money, get enough grants that no burden is put on the taxpayers for the dog park. And we will be revealing the site very soon. We're very excited about it. Assistant City Clerk?
Okay, voting in Ward 1,
Yes.
Ward 2,
Yes.
Ward 3,
Yes.
Ward 4,
Yes.
at large,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Could I get a motion to approve consent agenda items 7 through 10, 12 through 20?
I so move.
Could I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Action agenda item 2021-066. A motion to concur with the recommendation of the Planning Commission and thereby to allow Sweet Rolls Hibachi as a mobile food vendor at 4313 Leisure Time Drive with the following conditions. Operate on Thursdays only with no time limitations. Signage must comply with the ordinances. Permit expires 1 year from the issue date. Permit is non-transferable. Must comply with the Mississippi State Department of Health regulations. Provide specific written authorizations from adjacent property owners to use the parking lot area for parking in addition. In addition to following the authorization, shall be submitted prior to the issuance of the permit. The applicant shall obtain the appropriate business/vendor license, privilege license, and sales tax permit specifically for the location outside, and outside lighting shall be provided. That's a lot of stuff added there. Okay. With that being said, could I get a motion?
I move.
Could I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion to my left? Any discussion to my right?
Why is, question, Mayor,
Mm-hmm.
why do we have the clause in there, operate on Thursdays only with no time?
I think that was the day they wanted to operate on.
They're operating one day a week. That was their request.
That was their request.
They do it at
Their
other
request.
cities.
Gets
Okay,
dark.
I didn't
Their
know if the
request.
city had said this is,
No.
okay. All right, well, if that's their request, then good to go.
Well, that's exciting, because this is exciting. Thanks for coming to Diamondhead and investing on hibachi. And we will have to try it.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
I'll try it.
Just tell us when and where. Okay, with that being said, all in favor?
Aye.
Routine agenda claims payable. A motion to approve the Docket of claims DKT 158178, DKT 158208, in the amount of $943,174.01. Could I get a motion?
Move.
Could I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And we do have one non-agenda comment. Mr. Pace?
Sorry, my hearing is good. This is one of those things that all of us would hate to have to do, and first of all, me. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. I'm representing several of my neighbors, including my wife and I. And we wish to register a complaint regarding the property of our next door neighbor, Mr. Varnum Sheldon. He is presently, and has been for quite some time, been violating our Diamondhead ordinances by parking, storing on his property various sized boats, a live-in house trailer, cargo trailer, abandoned car, and several other small boats. We have provided you pictures of some of these items over a period of time. This morning I made an inventory of his property just to give you an update. Currently the car is still there. The aluminum boat, trailer, motor, 12 to 15 feet approximately is there. Inflatable boat, 10 to 12 feet is there. At least 5 or more canoes or other type boats are there. In his side yard is the house trailer, 28 to 30 feet long, 12 to 15 feet high. A cargo trailer, 12 to 15 feet long, and 10 to 12 feet high. Believe me, it's like living next to a commercial storage business. Due to the sloping topography of our several lots that adjoin or are very close to his property, these items can easily be seen from the road and from virtually all of our properties. They are a constant eyesore, not only to us, but for the city of Diamondhead. It's nice to hear several comments made about that tonight, about how Diamondhead needs to do everything possible to put forth their best foot and look good. Now, to allow this gross violation of our ordinances, it is detrimental to both the aesthetics of our community and certainly our property values. Over the years, several complaints have been made with promises, but no action until now. And we are very happy to understand that Mr. Sheldon has been issued a court summons for this Friday, and we intend to be there and are very hopeful. We are grateful for the mayor, Mr. Rich, late Mayor Tommy Schaefer, Commissioner Morgan, for listening and responding in various ways to bring us to this point, and to listen to our plea. And we also thank all of you for hearing us tonight.
Thank you,
very
Mr.
much.
Pace.
Thank you very much.
moving on to, we are going to recess the meeting tonight. So I am going to turn this over. If there's no further action, do we need any reason for? No reason.
Not tonight.
Thank you, council. No other comments, any business? No? Okay, thank all of you for coming out tonight to the council meeting. And with that, I'm going to turn over to Councilman Moran to make a motion to recess until Thursday at 4.
I can make a motion to recess in memory of my grandmother who passed away yesterday morning, Shirley Jean Lott, a kind, wonderful soul who left this earth much too soon. Thank you.
Could I get a second?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, and y'all have a good night.